welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
All right, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
I'm gonna get my sticks. let's see. Hang on. Let me.
What do I gotta type in? Knockem Dead Comedy.
Gov's Comedy Club podcast. I know we're on. Hang on, everybody. I'm just, as you can see, the camera angles are not really that good, so I'm fixing it. Okay. Boom. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. No matter where you're watching, please share the show on all your social medias. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club podcast. We are live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club. Let's see. So please share the show. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here. Thanks for joining us today. This is our first, our first regular week back. If you're watching on Facebook, we appreciate it. But if you'd like to participate in the show and comment and hear your name said, hear your comments read, and just participate in what we're talking about, please switch over to YouTube. That is where we monitor our comments. Thank you very much. The Knockem Dead Comedy Show coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. And Jeff is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Good to have you back,
we had a
pal.
little hiatus.
Yeah, we did.
I was almost here last week by myself.
Good thing you reached out to me.
Yeah.
Because I could have sworn I told you we wouldn't be here, and then that would have sucked if you showed up.
You might have.
Ann is watching. Hello, Ann. Good to see you.
Hey, Ann.
Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hang on, let me fix Jeff a little bit. So it's been what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. How were your holidays, pal?
Everything was good.
Yeah?
Everything was good, yeah. But, after the holidays, everybody gets sick because they all gathered at large family gatherings.
That's never happened to me.
No? It used to never happen before. Now it's been like a regular thing.
What, so all you guys got sick?
Oh, I'm like the only one who didn't, but now if you hear my voice, it sounds a little hoarse.
A little bit, yeah, not too bad.
I don't need any throat lotion, so don't offer me that. I don't
damn
want
it.
that from you. But yeah, but Sophia got knocked out. Gracie wasn't feeling good. Mary's a little achy.
Wow.
So I've been like, the one with the worst immune system right now in the house is the one who hasn't gotten sick
Well,
yet.
not anymore. And I have to say, too, also, cancer guy, I think, my immune system, even before and after, is freaking great. I mean, I just do it big. I just get cancer. But outside of that, I don't really.
Screw around, really.
Exactly. I do it right.
You want to get a little cough, a little.
Right. Well, right. That's exactly my
you
point.
Get sick to it, right?
I have never been. I've never tested positive for COVID.
Really?
Really, not
Look at
once.
you. I had it like 2 or 3 times.
I don't get sick often. I don't break bones. I don't really.
You just get
chop
things
them
cut
off. Yeah. I had pneumonia once in 1994, but that's like it. Yeah, I don't get sick that much.
You're a lucky dude.
And speaking of lucky, Carol Miner is watching.
Hey, Carol.
Carol Miner is watching.
What's going on, Carol? How were your holidays? Hopefully they were good.
Carol's, she's got it going on.
Here we are.
As we know.
Well, hey now, sir. I didn't know the sound was on there. Okay.
But speaking of Carol,
yes.
and speaking of the holidays, you, my friend, you are another recipient of Carol's delicious chocolate box.
Yes.
How did this happen? Did you ask? I mean, I know I think you asked her on here.
I'm gonna hit the store.
Yeah.
And I was actually napping when she was trying to get a hold of me because that's what medicine does, makes you sleep.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 hours later I got back to her. I was like, oh man, I probably missed it because she was texting, oh, I'm heading over to Buc-ee's.
So let me backtrack.
Yeah.
We talked about it on here. Yeah. How you wanted to get some Buc-ee's of your own. So is that where that stemmed from?
I guess.
She heard it, I guess, and then she was going there, and she reached out and said, hey, I'm going if you want me to pick some. Wow.
So, but I thought I was going to be late because it was 2 hours
2 hours later.
By the time I got up from this nap, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, uh-oh. And she was still there.
Understandably so, and we'll continue that in a second. Romeo is calling.
Oh, boy.
Good morning, Romeo.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Not at all.
I just want to wish my buddy Jeff a belated happy birthday.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
And, Jeff, you and I, every birthday is a blessing to us.
Indeed,
because
especially
we have a
this
little
one.
bit of a condition.
Especially this one is the first one after everything.
Yeah.
So, yes, it was a good one.
Well, just take that little white, I don't know, my pillow's white. take that little white pill every day, and they tell us that we can live a normal, happy life.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah,
Seems like it.
I'm on it for 8 years, so I can attest to. I don't know how normal my life is, but it's happy.
Yeah, I'm sure Dawn is sitting there thinking that's 6 years too long.
Dawn is working today. She's saving lives.
Wow, she is a saint.
Absolutely.
She has a 11-year-old that needs a transplant immediately.
Oh wow!
And she's searching the world for a proper donor.
What are we talking about? Heart?
No. Dawn is a bone marrow leukemia specialist.
Oh, okay.
She's a cancer specialist.
Right.
And she
Bone
works for an
marrow
organization called Gift of Life. She was in Stony Brook for 30 years in the operating room.
Right.
All right. But she couldn't stay anymore. So when we moved down here, she went to an organization called Gift of Life, which is a bone marrow registry. And she recruits donors and from all over the world. And she makes sure that people that need transplants, bone marrow transplants, they provide. And they work right next to the New York Blood Center. So
what's that like? Is she competing with people from other parts of the world to get donors? That for people like this 11-year-old who need it immediately.
It's not a competition. She recruits donors. She goes to police departments. Well, the New York City Police Department's mandatory, to get swab.
Oh.
And she recruits them, and she tests them, makes sure that they're eligible. There are a lot of people who are not eligible.
Right.
All right. The healthy people are not eligible for some reason or another. There's a lot of factors. If you ever had HIV or if you ever had any kind of autoimmune disease, you're not eligible. But and then she ships the product all over the world.
Wow,
that's cool.
Yeah, and they have couriers, which is it's a volunteer job, but it's a great job. Yeah, you can go to all over the world, and you fly. They fly you first class, and you stay in the best hotels, and you drop the product off, and you're allowed to stay there 2 more days after you drop the product off until you come back to the United States. It's a great thing.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Yeah.
Well, John,
it's very satisfying to see, these young children, and the greatest satisfaction is a year later the donor meets the recipient.
Nice.
Oh, that's very nice.
Now I'll touch on that, John. If you remember, and I'm sure it's back when you were still on the job with the PD, but one of the guys from my fire department who was FDNY. Terry Farrell, who unfortunately was lost at 9/11, but many years ago he was a bone marrow donor to a little girl, I think from Indiana, that needed bone marrow, and then it was a big thing in the newspapers when they finally did meet. It was a really touching story. The whole thing, little girl, remission, cured, and all that.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
great.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I have ice water in my veins, but every time I can't go anymore because I just bust out crying.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the most unbelievable thing you ever seen in your life. It's a miracle.
Oh yeah.
And I've heard of Terry Farrell, and I'm sure there's only 3 places in New York that does that, and it's Stony Brook, it's Cornell Presbyterian, and Sloan.
Wow.
So she was right there in the thick of things, But anyway, we'll talk about better things, But you look good, Jeff.
Thank you, sir. I try. It takes a lot to make all this up,
A couple of days.
And there's Mr. Walker right there. And I spoke to Mr. Kaplan. He's very upset that there's no show on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, as you heard last week when we called him up and pissed off his girlfriend.
Oh, listen, that's the flavor of the month.
Now you're going to be in trouble for saying that,
trouble, John.
Oh, well, I didn't say it. What are you talking? Who's on the phone?
I have no idea.
My fix with you. Bye-bye.
See you, bud.
Take care, John.
All right, John Russillo checking in. Always fun when he checks in. Mickey is watching as well. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Nice to have everybody back as we're getting back into our regular routines again. Yeah, so Carol saw you on here talking about the box. So she goes there, reaches out to you, being the wonderful person that she is, offers to get you her box.
Yep.
And you were actually sleeping, but Buc-ee's is such a great place that she was still there when you got her message 2 hours later, and she was able to get you.
Yeah.
What did she get? What did she put in her box for you?
I just, she goes, there's other things too, and she's like, there's one that's chocolate truffle. I said, So I said, you know what? I'll try both. The one we know, old favorite, and then the truffle one.
Okay.
And and don't you know they arrived on December 23rd? She goes, I don't think they'll be there by Christmas. I said, that's okay.
No, I think
no big deal.
Yeah, I think mine arrived on the 23rd
and
also.
The 23rd.
Yeah.
23rd they were there. I couldn't believe it. So everybody got one in their stocking.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm still going through mine. In fact, this is part of my lunch today because I'm here today until 3. So I'm having lunch.
And since after the last couple of times you always shared one with me, I meant to bring my last one in today and I forgot it at home. I didn't eat it.
It's a likely story.
But yeah, so I do have one for you because you were kind enough to share all those other ones.
But the question is, do you think he's going to think I'm going to forget, and then because it's the last one especially. So next week will come and go. And
no, it's right there. I have
really.
I have it right in the drawer that I go in every day.
Now, did she send you a caramel one?
No, I only asked for the regular and the truffle. The truffle was okay.
Yeah,
I'd stick with Old Faithful, but caramel.
So far, nothing surpasses this.
Yeah.
So far,
I wouldn't go back to the truffle. It was okay,
right?
But
she did. She sent me 2 caramel ones. I haven't tried it yet because I just love this peanut butter one so much.
You've never tried the caramel ones?
I've never tried it. No.
Okay.
She has in the past sent me like these little things with caramel, and they're fantastic. Those are great. But she sent me this time one of those bad boys, but filled with caramel. Wow. To me, that's like a lot of caramel.
That's a shit ton of caramel.
So that's Carol's box is always full of deliciousness. So
that's why I put one in every stocking this Christmas.
Now, yeah, I mean, what better for Christmas than Carol's delicious box? Yeah, and I actually was on Christmas. Some of Lisa's family was over, and I was actually one of I think it was Lisa's sister-in-law. I think it was she made her own like chocolate peanut butter thing that she brought over, and I don't know how well. I'm not sure how she took it, but when she pulled it out and said, I was like, oh, you made a chocolate peanut butter thing? Let me introduce you to this chocolate peanut butter thing. So I gave her. So I don't know if I insulted her because she's, here she is passing out to everybody. Chocolate peanut butter.
Try it in front of you?
She did try it and she said it was great. But she only took one bite and then she left it. So I finished the fucker. But yeah, so I'm wondering if she's thinking, why is he stealing my thunder? I brought this chocolate and peanut butter.
Did you have some of hers?
Of course.
And was it tasty?
It was very good. But, and again, no disrespect, but Buc-ee's. So one of Lisa's cousins, when I brought it out, one of Lisa's cousins was like, oh, what is that, Buc-ee's? I'm like, oh, you know it?
He knew.
He was where was he recently? Was it Florida? I forget where he said he went. But, yeah, he said he went to a Buc-ee's. He had not heard of it. I don't remember how he ended up there. I think somebody took him there. But, yeah, he said it was unbelievable because it's, they sell clothes. They sell gas. It's like a really nice store. And he said he had the best brisket sandwich he's ever had. Yeah.
See, this is not the first time we hear it. I think maybe about a month ago on Carol's last delivery to you.
Okay.
We discussed calling up their corporate headquarters, and we forgot all about that.
Should we? All right, let's see.
Because I didn't look anything up. As far
you're right,
contact,
though.
But we did discuss that.
Yeah, we did. We did. You're right. I forgot all about it too.
They pay their employees and their managers and all this and
benefits and pensions and
yeah.
Let's see, Buc-ee's. Here we go. Buc-ee's contact.
Absolutely crazy. I wonder if we could get a human on the phone these days.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's not even a phone number.
It's ridiculous. But we did. We're gonna find one. We're gonna get. If we don't find one today, I'll have a phone number next Monday for us.
All right, let's see. All right, they want my name.
Oh, jeez, they want you to create an account.
I'm all right. I'm all right with that. So
Look at you typing away. You took typing class, didn't you?
I actually did. I actually did. I took it twice in high school, actually. I don't know why.
To meet girls, probably.
Yeah, I pretty much did everything.
Really not something the guy's going to want to take.
That's how I got into acting, because I stuck to sports. So I just wanted to meet girls. So I joined. What is going on here? What? So there's this whole big questionnaire. So they want to know what we're trying to contact them about. Employment verification or W-2? No. Yeah. Holiday store hours? No. Lost credit card or debit card? No. Lost item? No. Disputed transaction? No. Security tag? No. Debit or credit hold? No. Return item or damaged item? No. Safety concern? No. Buses or motorhomes?
That's where I get confused. Is it like, did you lose your bus or motorhome and Buc-ee's can help you? Or
do they sell them?
Buy a motorhome? Do they sell
them?
No,
we'll get this next one. Okay. When is your kitchen open? What time do you start serving breakfast? What time does lunch start? Can I buy fudge and jerky all day long? Would you like to meet Buc-ee's mascot? Actually, at some point I would. Buc-ee's gift cards? No. EV charging? No. Pets inside the store? No. Billboard? No.
Oh, my goodness. More questions.
Does a store have an item available? No. Is this about purchasing Buc-ee's items on the internet? No. Do you have a product or service you'd like to sell to Buc-ee's? No. Suggestion for a new Buc-ee's item? No. Problem at one of our stores? No. Suggestions for a new Buc-ee's location? Well,
yes.
Actually, that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose track here. Real estate for a new Buc-ee's location? No. Are you a Buc-ee's employee? No. Parking? No.
What in the
Squeegees or air and water? What? No. Meat by the pound? No. Which Buc-ee's location have ethanol-free gas or DEF at the pump?
Yeah.
Whew. Is this about an application? Donations, sponsorships, or contributions? New store openings. Would you like to make a comment or a suggestion? Yes. Please select a store, not application.
No.
Phone.
Okay,
right.
so, clearly this really is not going to work very well.
I'm going to give them the number to this place. There we go. All right, comments.
Please call me about your...
Please
about your corporation.
About your corporation, yeah. All right.
Or about corporation interview or something. I don't know.
Oh, should I tell them we're a podcast? We'd like to interview somebody.
What do you think? Because if they don't call, then I'm going to have a number for us to call by next week.
All right. Please
have a number.
Please call. It is nothing negative. It is nothing negative. I'm leaving it at that.
Yeah.
Please call. It is nothing negative. Boom. Thanks for reaching out. Please. Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Thanks for contacting us. Please verify your email address by clicking on the link in the email that was just sent to you. There's no phone numbers. I wonder if Carol, what town is your Buc-ee's in? I wonder if we could just call the store, like call and get like an individual. Let's see. Carol lives in Flower Mound, Texas. Let's see if that comes up. Flower Mound, Texas. Oh, look at that.
John Rusciello says there's a 15-minute tour of Buc-ee's on YouTube.
I think I may have seen that. Yeah, I think I may have seen that. And then CBS This Morning did a piece on them a while back. That was very interesting. What do we got here? All right, let's see. Look at that. But yeah, Alabama, Colorado, Florida.
No phone numbers.
No phone numbers. That's crazy.
I will have one.
All right. Oh, Fort Worth, Carol says. All right. Either way, we have all the locations listed here. None of them have phone numbers.
Well, you and I are very resourceful, and we will get that. If not today, another time for sure.
Yeah. Damn, that
no
is
biggie. I won't sweat it. We'll get it.
All right.
We will get it.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna work on that, and we're gonna get somebody on the phone. Friender's back. After all that chocolate, I won't need to buy gas. If only If only the all tasted like Buc-ee's. What? Fremder, we had a few people reach out to me because we came back. We were on last week, Thursday and Friday, and you were not around. So I actually had 2 people reach out to me, ask me where you were. Although Fremder did reach out to me to wish me happy Halloween, a happy New Year.
He thinks that nothing says, "Wow, look at that hottie. He knows how to type." Nothing more. Nothing better than that.
That's it. Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
That made me cool in school.
Look at him. He could type.
I took typing. I didn't take it twice. I was only kidding. I confused it, but typing was like, it's just one of those semesters where you like pick something that you know you're not gonna have a lot of work to do. So that's why I picked it.
Yeah, I got you.
And we tormented this teacher. She was trying to remember her name, but she was really old. It was really strange when we went to Hicksville High School. My mother is only 25 years older than me. So there were a lot of teachers there that she had when she went to Hicksville High School.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, yeah.
And a lot of them remembered her too, which it was bad enough because Frank was always such a nice little sweetheart, you know. So they expected that out of me, and I was not. So not only would I get, why can't you be more like your brother? I'd actually have some say, why can't you be more like your mother? I'm like, oh, goodness. But, yeah, this one teacher, I remember seeing her in my mother's yearbook. So she was old, and I'm telling you, this one was halfway out the door when we were there. She would be in her name will come to me. She would be in the middle of a lesson. And as she's talking to us, you know, she would sit at her desk as she's talking, and she would just, as she's talking, you know, facing us, she would look out the window, and I'm telling you, sometimes this would be about 50, and I am not making this up. It would be sometimes almost 15 minutes before she came back.
Really?
And sometimes during those 15 minutes, she's looking out the window, and I'm telling you, all of a sudden, as she's looking out there, all of a sudden, you start seeing.
Oh, my.
And we would laugh our asses off. Me and Chris Nealon and Dean Lagatuda and Chris something. We would and I would get in trouble because I'm the worst at holding laughter in. And I would always be the first one. And I would get thrown out. I'd get sent to the dean. Miss Weiss. That was her name, Miss Weiss.
Miss Weiss.
Yeah. She was, I'm telling you, this woman was checking out while she was still there. It was amazing. I had a math teacher, Mr. Irwin, that my mother knew. This guy was like another one. He was like 6'5", easily 400 pounds. This was a big dude. He used to, if he got mad at the class, he would he goes, all right, we're done for the day. And he would lay down on the floor. Yeah.
And why did I have these teachers?
Well, you were in Bosie's half the time. You missed it.
Yeah.
There were sometimes, too, before we get started, let's go for a walk. And he would walk the whole class around the whole, I think he was on the 3rd floor. Yeah, we'd walk around the whole 3rd floor, and then we'd go back to class.
And what class was that again?
He was a math teacher. At least that's what I had him for, a math teacher. Yeah. How the hell did we get on this? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I have no idea.
The typing.
Oh, the typing. Right.
Yeah.
So that was just, I just don't want to do much. I need a class because I wasn't a good student. So, Fremder, the Buc-ee's website sounds like, got that already. Carol says you can't call the store. So, yes.
Oh, we will. We will, Carol. Trust you me.
Fremder, let me rephrase that. If only they all tasted like Buc-ee's. Oh, okay. So it wasn't my reading this time. Carol, typing teacher started with a D, gray hair and not a nice person. A D. Male or female?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. And GD says, hi, hoes. Hello, GD.
Yo, what's up, brother?
GD is the biggest hoe of all. He used to be a pole dancer.
Was he?
Yeah, that's what he said anyway. This Friday, GD will be zooming in again. So this Friday, Tyler Noble will be hanging out with me. He was in here once before.
He's coming back?
Good dude. Oh, that's right. You were here that day, weren't you?
Good
that's
dude.
right. Yeah. If you want to come back Friday, feel free. And then GD will be zooming in with us again at noon. He is promoting the big show on January 24th, the Fresh Brewed Comedy Show with Ron and GD and Steven, and I'll be hosting. Go to govs.com to make your reservations. And I think GD might be giving away tickets again, like he did last time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. He's a fun dude. I got a lot of, I think you were one of them, good response from when GD zoomed in last time. A lot of people reached out to me. You know, who was that guy? He was funny. Female, something like DeSalvo maybe. Could be. Doesn't ring a bell to me, but it could be Carol.
You know what's funny? You got GD's thing on there. It didn't come up on mine, but I got Carol's last one. Very strange.
Yeah, so you have top.
Like,
see, it says top messages.
Oh.
You got to hit that and go to all messages. And there it is.
So GD didn't make the top messages, is what you're saying.
That's correct. GD did not make the cut.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know why, GD. That's not right. Shit ain't right.
No.
But we fixed it.
We did because he's part of the family here.
Yeah.
All right. Christmas. How was New Year's?
Quiet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I just chilled out at home.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
We just I got a whole bunch of oven hors d'oeuvres to put in, to put them up in the oven. We snacked on those.
Just the four of you?
You get the little TGI Fridays things in the frozen section. I got a bunch of them.
It's just the four of you?
Yeah. Actually, Sophia, I think, ended up being out somewhere.
Oh, okay.
They're 21 at that age.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go,
Yep.
But yeah, it's like as soon as that bowl went down, I was like,
no kidding, yeah.
Tired.
Yeah.
Tired.
Well, right. Yeah. Right.
Even Mary, she's like, I'm going to bed. So we just pretty much laid in bed and watched the bowl come down, and that was it. That was it. Just laid there, and then I went to sleep.
So many jokes.
Yeah, there is. As I digress. But anyway, so New Year's was good.
All right, now.
And you?
New Year's was good. We went to a friend's house. And this friend has a lot of windows, so we watched the lightning.
Yeah, there was some crazy lightning, dude.
Yeah,
that's right.
Big time. So we enjoyed that. We were actually on our way to our friend's house when Zach says, because it was, friends of ours, and they all have kids, like we do, but so Zach is like, oh, so-and-so going to be there? Like, no, they're not coming. What about this one? No, like, basically all the kids of our friends.
Yeah.
Not all of them were coming.
Hang out with because he doesn't want to hang out with you guys.
So I'm driving. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, he's like, Dad? I'm like, yeah? My friend James just invited me to where he's at.
Drop me off there.
Well, no. It was, we were going to Brookville. He got invited to go out to Center Reach. Oh. So I was like, no, not dropping you off. I go, but let me guess, you're looking for me to turn around and take you home. Yeah, could you? Oh, yeah, all right. Turn around, dropped him off. He drove out to Center Reach. So that it wasn't a buzzkill, but it definitely because it was nice to thinking that the four of us were going to be together. Mm. We went a lot of years where it wasn't the four of us together.
Yeah.
And I think I'm trying to remember. I think. Maybe last year were we all together? I forget, but it is weird, like you said, 21. So you're realizing that the days of going out as a family are
mom and dad aren't cool enough to hang out with,
right?
But little do they know how freaking cool we are.
I hear you.
I
hear you.
And they're gonna learn that one day when they're having kids and their kids don't want to hang out with them.
Oh, true. Yeah. But that doesn't make it any better. Like,
I know.
It's a weird thought to thinking like, wow, we might. Mm-hmm. Like, this year was nice because the four of us went to England, so that was great. But I remember thinking at the time, this could be our last, vacation, just the four of us. Who knows? He's he just turned 24. My daughter's going to be 26 in March.
That's crazy.
I can't believe that, man.
Crazy.
Can't believe in 4 years I'm going to have a kid that's going to be 30. We have kids I'm saying kids. We have people from our class that are grandparents.
I know.
It's so weird to me, man.
It's like it brings you back the whole song with Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle.
Oh, absolutely right.
That's it right there. That is it, and that's
absolutely right. And I just recently had a conversation with a guy at PAL. We were talking about how, in that sense, when you have a kid on the spectrum, you're not going to have, most likely not going to have that, getting married, moving out moment. A lot of them live with their parents until the parents are gone. You're like, it doesn't end when the kids are adults, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just talking about that, and then from there he was talking about how he, you know, I forget what he did for a living. He's retired now, but I forget what he did. I think it might have been a town worker or something. But he started talking about how he, like, turned down a lot of overtime, and like he just felt he had to be home for the kid, and you know, and to even, you know, take some stress away from the wife, and I did the same thing. I did the same thing. I turned down a lot of overtime because I just felt, no, I'd rather be home. And sure, would we have had a little bit more money? Yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't have changed it for the world because I was home more and I got involved in the special needs community, and I think it's great. GD says he was an exotic dancer. And what made you stop that?
Like Chippendale?
Yeah, like a pole dancer. Yeah.
Well, because they don't have, you know, I mean, male exotic dancers. There's no, like, you know, bars for girls to go see a male dancer. It's usually like a show, isn't it? Like they do.
What was that? Isn't that bar's not there anymore? Remember, they used to be that club.
Oh, Belmore, right? Wasn't there something in Belmore for women to go to?
I was thinking Merrick, but Belmore and Merrick are right next to each other. So I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, it was a popular place for male, you know, male strippers.
Yeah, well, not like we looked for.
Well, that's that's.
I know I didn't.
I don't remember the name.
No,
I was never there.
Never there.
I never spent my money. I don't even know if it's still there or not. I never. Is it Escapades or something?
Something like it. Sounds kind of familiar.
Something like that. Well, now you know, GD, what we're talking about on Friday. Side note, real quick, says Fremder, does anybody else notice that the Amazon logo looks like a dick? What? It does?
It's more like a smiley face, but okay.
I guess it's definitely a smiley face, but with that arrow on the end, I guess it does kind of look a little.
It's got a curvature.
Yeah, a curved penisish. John Rusiello, Kaplan stated he's going to ask you to be on Friday's show. What, this Friday? Okay. Brendan Bird is watching. My kid's 9. I'm literally counting the holidays that she still wants to hang with me. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Fremder, my father and I didn't have the best relationship when I was little. He used to beat me before I was born. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, good God.
Carol says her child, Zach will be 30 this year? I didn't realize that, Carol. Holy crap. Wow, man.
That's crazy. How do we get that? To have kids that old?
I say it on here all the time. I'm always amazed how how fast it all goes. But speaking of birthdays, now let's do that. How was your birthday?
It was good.
Did any balls drop on your birthday?
No, again, you know, with the illness that was traveling around the house, we were going to cook. Mary was going to cook dinner, but she wasn't. She was still kind of under the weather, and I was like, all right. Then,
so she still owes you, is what you're saying?
Yeah. And
will she make it up? With interest?
I'm sure. I don't
Mary?
know the interest part.
Mary, you owe him...
She's home right now putting up Valentine's Day stuff. Christmas is down.
Really?
Valentine's is up.
See,
well, you go in the attic, you might as well take the shit down for the next holiday. You know.
Well, true, but because today is the day it all comes down. Today is Little Christmas.
Yeah.
Today, but with the little bit of snow, that gives me a reason to put it off.
I actually took my lights down this morning before a little bit of snow.
Did you?
Yes.
Wow.
I get with one string across the roof. It's like, and it's down.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't go crazy outside. It's cold out doing that shit. You know. But no, the birthday was good, so we ended up getting my favorite Italian restaurant to go.
Oh, which is what?
Patrizia's.
Oh, right there next
on 107. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. By the strip club.
I'm on there, the former, because it's
closed. Is it closed?
Yeah, that's been closed for years now.
I had no idea.
You don't go that way much.
I don't.
I pass there all the time because the, what do you call it? The Grace's Gymnastics place is up over by Sloman's there. But, yeah, so Patrizzi she's been open now 9 years this year.
Oh.
And I only know that because when I was getting my order to go, Sal was like one of the head guys there. He's like, "Hey Jeff, listen, do me a favor, can you do a video real quick?" I go, "What?" I'm placing the order, talk to the nice girl, they're getting the food ready, right?
Right.
I go, what do you mean? He goes, we're doing a video. You've been a long time customer coming in. He goes, come on. He just did this video because I'm like, what is he doing with this old lady here? Telling her what to say. What's going on? I didn't pay attention. So then he comes and he goes, video. I go, oh. He's like, nah, it's gonna be easy. I'm gonna be in it with you. I'll lead you.
What was the matter? Why were you so?
I don't know. I was like caught off guard. So it was, it's total,
You didn't have you didn't have the moneymaker all set.
No, I probably looked a mess. It's on Instagram.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on Instagram. And yeah. So
let's see.
He goes, I put it up. He goes, you're a hit, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I watch it. You hate looking at yourself and hearing yourself.
Yes, yes. In all seriousness, yes, yes. Patrizio.
Patriz.
Patrizio's a victual. There it is. Comes right up. Oh, there you are.
One of my long-term customers here, Mr. Jeff. It's actually his birthday. He came in for a birthday beer. He's been a customer since how long?
Place opened in day one,
July
2016.
2016, 9-year customer here, like family, Jeff and I. All right, been coming here maybe about 100 times in the last 9 years. Tell me your favorite dish and why you love coming here for the camera, all right?
Making favorite dish is impossible, but their pork chops here are off the hook. Love this place, family atmosphere, people are always great. So if you haven't ever been here, you need to check it out.
Check us out, guys. Come be family like Jeff and I, all right? Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend.
I drink to that.
Did you get the free beer?
Yeah, he bought
Nice.
for my birthday, yeah.
I will tell you that I've only been in that place once, but that guy was awesome.
Sal? Yeah, Sal's good people.
Yeah, absolutely. He was great.
Everybody there is really good. All the servers, everybody.
Yeah, it is.
You always know when it's
a cool
somebody's
place.
birthday because all of a sudden the place goes, the music starts, everybody starts, twirling the napkins around. It gets a little crazy.
Yes.
But man, the food there is dynamite. Love the place.
Yeah, I've never heard a bad word about that place, and there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there are now.
Massapequa, there's one. I know there's one out east somewhere. Yeah, and they have never heard a bad word about them. So that's cool. You made the video.
Yeah,
I like it.
And I was like, oh god,
you did
I come home
fine.
and tell Mary. She goes, please, you loved it.
Absolutely.
I was like, I was
loved
caught
it.
off guard. I don't know if I was on my A game there.
Totally, you were fine, and you got a free beer out of it. Who would turn that
I haven't
down?
had beer in God, long time.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's a rare occasion.
Is that because of what happened?
Yeah, but it's just so filling, calories and carbs, and
Oh,
how do you think I got so svelte? I gave up the beer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So do you
Just drink low carb shit. Get those like
what? Give me
now
I'm
and
not
then
an
you get
alcohol
those,
guy. I don't know.
You can get like the hard seltzers, like White Claws. They got the flavored berries and this and that all shit. Like
Right,
that.
okay.
It's, no sugar, like 2 grams of carbs, and
Oh, all right.
But even that's
But now, and again, I know nothing about this stuff. So if you wanted to go out and get drunk, could
I
you
don't
still
like getting drunk?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I don't think I
wanna
knew
get
that.
drunk. I mean, sometimes it might happen, but not while this crazy shit's going on. But it's
right. Wow.
Yeah, back then, what it is? As you get older, you don't like to. When you're younger and you're just young and stupid, But as you're older, it's like,
but
there's no need to.
But I'm just old and stupid now.
Yeah, same here. But yeah, there's no need to get, stupid.
Yeah, I hear you.
Want to remember the fun times you're having.
Well,
yes. Concerts. If I go to concerts, I don't. Might have, we might pregame a little, but in the concert, I really don't get it. I want to remember the show.
Yeah.
I'm to get,
That is, and I know it's, well, again, I talked about taking typing class, so I guess I'm just going full nerd today. That was one of the reasons why I never really took to drinking. So I was like, I don't want to not remember what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I like you said, especially a concert, us being the big music nuts that we are.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of videos, I want to let you guys know something kind of cool was thrown my way this weekend. This coming Friday, there's on YouTube. There's this, like we're on YouTube, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. There's a YouTube channel by a studio called Blockhead TV. Blockhead TV. They do some live streaming with bands where they play like an hour or so, and they live stream it. But then they also take the footage and they edit it. They add in some interview footage and stuff, and they have a Roku channel. So you can go back. You can go on the Roku channel and see like the edited versions. So I was checking them out. They had, and I'd never heard of them before. I just heard of them the other day, and I checked out their channel. They have, which I thought was great. There's a band called Emerald Rising. They're a band here on Long Island.
Heard of them.
John Laspina is the drummer.
Yeah.
And they're fantastic. And their singer is, oh, shit, I just had her name. Her name just escaped me. She was in here. Oh, shit, she's in a Heart tribute band. If you guys remember, we had the Heart tribute band in here, and they were great. And the lead singer, oh, I feel terrible right now. I'm totally blanking on her name. But she's the lead singer of Emerald Rising. They do originals. They were fantastic. And there was a set by them, so I watched that. Now, if you guys, it's been a long time. I don't know if anybody was watching at the time. Long time ago, we had a band called Pine Street Band. They were in here. They're the ones that performed that Knockem Dead theme song that you hear every day when we're starting the show. That was Pine Street. They wrote and recorded that for us. There was a set by them on this Blockhead TV. So I was like, oh, this is cool stuff. So our friends at Seconds Out, the Genesis tribute, who have, you guys have seen them. They've been in here several times. Just last year alone, I think they were in here 3 times. They're doing a live stream this Friday from Blockhead TV. They are the first tribute band that's getting a live stream over there at Blockhead TV. And then to top it all off, Seconds Out has reached out to me and asked me to host it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about this.
Very cool.
So I get to interview the band before the show, and then I get to go up on stage and, welcome everybody and say, let me hear it. Seconds Out! Yeah! So, so I thank Seconds Out for asking me. And, really
Very
looking
cool.
forward to it. And I have not seen them perform. They've performed in here, and I've seen videos, but this will be the first time I actually get to see them play. So I'm looking forward to that. You're not a big Genesis guy, are you?
Oh, I like Genesis.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, no, I like them enough. You know what I mean? And I'm not like, oh, yeah, I got to get that. I saw when I went to see Genesis years ago, Giant Stadium, long time ago.
I'm going to say 87.
No, it was after that.
Oh, 1992.
Was that when it was? Yeah, it could have been.
I was there. I went to Giant
I was
Stadium.
disappointed.
Really?
Yeah. I was disappointed.
Why?
I didn't hear it. I guess I wanted to hear more Phil Collins type. It wasn't, I didn't think it was enough.
Oh, okay. What they did, you think they did too much Peter Gabriel era stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
I guess.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I was like, all right, I went to see him once. That's good enough for me.
I'm a big Genesis guy.
Yeah.
And I saw them on their last tour 3 years ago. And I knew, and it was going to be their last. Phil Collins is not in good shape.
No, his back is jacked. But I wonder how his shows were that he just came around, the one "I'm Not Dead Yet" tour or something.
Well, that was
I
before
gone
the
to see
Genesis. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see this guy again.
No,
so
I don't think so
I
either.
went. I made sure to get to the Genesis show, and it was great.
I
was
know he
thrilled.
sat in a chair for his last tour.
Same with
which
the
is
Genesis.
Fine, if his voice is good, so what? Sit down.
His
You don't
voice
need to
wasn't
be on the
bad.
drums. I'm
Like,
just wondering.
I'm thinking maybe because of the back, maybe like you're not getting the proper breathing. He was. He definitely had trouble keeping up a little bit. He definitely wasn't hitting any high notes, but it was still. I still enjoyed the show. Again, I'm a big Genesis guy, so I loved it. So that's this Friday. Is it 8:00 start or 7? I think it's 8. I think it's an 8:00 start. Blockhead TV. So go check them out on YouTube and check them, and then go to their Roku channel as well. Fremder, the other night I went to a paraplegic strip club. The place, Fremder.
I was wondering if you were going to read that one.
I'm out of my routine here. We haven't been here much lately, and John Rusciello, you guys are not old. Old is 70 and over. Trust me. Well, yeah, John's old. John is really old. But he's not, he's doing all right, though, because he's got, his wife. He's got Ann, and he's trying to get my Diane. Diane will be back tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Fremder, they say not to hang out with alcoholics when you're trying to quit drinking, so I quit AA. And Vicky is here. Hello, Vicky. Happy Monday to you too, Vicky. Nice to see
Mondays.
you. What's that?
Mondays. It's the only good thing about Mondays for me.
What, you? Coming in here?
Yeah, it's the only good thing about Mondays. Like,
That's it?
Mondays suck. It's Monday. Who likes Mondays? Everybody hates Mondays.
This this particular Monday sucks because everybody's like back to their normal routines.
Yeah.
The holiday
Yeah.
season's over.
But, I guess as they say, every day you wake up is a good day.
Well, that's true.
So
I do
I
agree
guess you
with
can't
that.
hate Mondays all that much.
I loved when Lisa was home for the holidays because we had, it was nice to sleep in together.
Yeah.
She made me pancakes every morning.
Really?
While she was home. Yeah. Yep.
You didn't get up to make her anything?
I did actually.
Okay.
She likes Levittown Parkway in Newbridge, Heavenly Bagels. She likes that, so
That's
I would
where
go get her the
Yep.
bagels.
Yep.
She loves an egg and cheese biscuit from McDonald's, so I was making sure
Yeah,
to hit
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I was
It's funny with Heavenly Bagels, because that's where Gracie likes bagels from.
Okay.
If I go to Bagel Boss,
Mm-hmm.
Gracie knows it's not a Heavenly Bagel.
There was one day, there's a bagel place not far from here, right here on the turnpike by Jerusalem.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I went there once. Yeah, at least she's like, "What is this?"
No, they weren't. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
there. No, not too good. But Gracie, she'd be like, because I'll try and fool her. I'll admit it. Because I like Bagel Boss.
Do you?
Yeah, I like Bagel Boss.
Heavenly
I like
Bagels is a lot
too.
closer.
I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
So when I come home and she, but Daddy, where'd you get this bagel? This is not Heavenly Bagel. She knows.
Wow.
And how do you know? She goes, because Heavenly Bagel has the brown dark on the bottom of their bagels from cooking. Not burnt. It's just the brown hardness on the bottom of the bagel. And if it's not there, she knows it's not Heavenly Bagel. Wow. And she's right on the money on that one.
So why isn't she going with you then? You want the Heavenly so bad?
You want to
come with
me?
me.
The kid don't like getting out of the house.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Unless she really wants it, Daddy, if I come with you, will you take me to 7-Eleven and get, Haagen-Dazs? So she works with me. She goes, because she knows I love when she comes with me anywhere.
Right. Yes, I hear you.
And
Sammy does the same thing to me.
Yeah.
You go to 7-Eleven. But then I'm all right with that because I'm like, all right, well, I got her to come with me and I'll get a Milky Way.
Mm.
So it's a perfect situation.
Yeah. Yep.
Vicky says, hey, guys, happy Monday. Fremder, maybe Phil Collins would be better off if he named the song I Can Dance. Maybe not.
Or not.
All right, so what else? So I mentioned the Genesis thing. So we also have to talk about
what?
That man right there.
Oh, yes. Oh, you found the picture.
Oh, yeah. So I should tell you. I totally forgot to tell you. We were just talking about your birthday. and I told everybody on Friday what happened with Chris Roach coming on the show Friday, and that I felt bad.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad that you weren't here for that. And we'll continue that story in a minute because our phone is ringing.
One.
You know who that is, don't you? Please tell us about that delicious box of yours.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Good morning. Happy
she
New Year.
Sounds sexy, doesn't she?
Always.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I just wanted to wish Jeff a belated happy birthday personally.
Thank you very much.
Very
I appreciate
nice.
that. And thank you very much for the delivery. that I
You're
received.
very welcome. And I'm glad that it got to you guys. I mailed yours at the same time, so that's why it came the same day. So
Jeff and
I just wanted. No one was put above anybody else. It was, I was at the post office the same time. So
we weren't thinking that at all. We were just Jeff and I are happy to share your box.
Actually, I didn't know you were getting a box.
You didn't know I was getting a box?
No, I didn't know you were getting a box as well.
Oh, so you thought you were cheating on me?
No, I didn't think I was cheating on you, but that's why I wanted to make sure that I was going to bring one in for you today, and I forgot it at home. 'Cause I was going to surprise you.
Oh, my God.
But then when I see that one sitting over there,
I
that
have one.
told me that you got a box also, because I know they don't last long in your house.
Carol's box does not last long in my house at all because I love to devour it.
Mm-hmm.
I could.
Oh God!
And that's usually what I hear in my head in Carol's voice when I'm eating the box. Yeah. It's fantastic.
Well, I'm just glad that it arrived before Christmas, and Jeff was very nice. He even sent me a picture of his ornament on his tree.
Oh yeah,
unlike
the
Tony.
ornament. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you have told me about that.
And the magnet, we got to put the magnet on the side of the fridge. My wife was like, "They're so cute. I love them."
Oh yeah, Carol sent me a Buc-ee's magnet. I think it was with maybe the very first shipment, and we have it on our refrigerator. Yeah. So, it's a Buc-ee's world. Buc-ee's and Disney, I think, are probably the two greatest places in the world.
Well, they say
I don't know. I knew I was going. That's why when I texted Jeff, I texted you. And I had to wait on my son because, he takes a little while to get when I say, all right, we're doing a Buc-ee's trip. And it's only 20 minutes from the house. So I actually had just gotten there when Jeff called.
Okay. Wow. Like I told you, it was 2 hours later, and I was worried she wasn't going to be there anymore.
Wow.
No, I was still there.
We tried that Truffles one. The Truffles one is okay. It does not beat this peanut butter. That's for darn sure.
Nothing does.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of chocolate in there. So if you like chocolate, that's the, but there's cookies and cream, and then there's a caramel one. That's why I was like, there are others besides the one Tony will only eat.
Yeah. Well, once Tony gets his mouth on something, he doesn't let that one go.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Wait a minute. Should I rephrase that?
Jeff, he knows from experience.
Down the slippery hole. He's sliding down the slippery little hole that he creates. I'll forget it. I just set that one up too, so never mind. Anyway, I'm just glad that you guys are doing well, and as my husband just left for his infusion.
How's he doing? We haven't talked about this in a while.
He's okay. He has, I think, until June is his last infusion. So far, so good.
Is it one a month or more?
Every 3 weeks.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And how does he feel? How does he feel in between? During those 3 weeks?
He's tired. Okay. Yeah, it really. He tires easily. It's weird. The first day and a half after the infusion, he winds up. He has a lot of energy.
Oh wow!
Which is, and then he just crashes. And it just wears him out. So, and he's now getting a little bit of a dermatitis reaction from the infusion. So, it's which is one of the side effects. So, but all his blood panels come back clean.
Good.
Which is important. And his last MRI came back clean margins, which is really great.
Yeah.
And he has a PET scan this month too. So, but so far so good.
Yeah. Is he still working?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still working.
That guy is something, man. I can't say enough good things about that man.
Yeah, well, he's still working. It's been a little hairy here just because he can't. All the hospitals have different requirements for you to be able to be cleared to go in because he goes into some, in real crazy areas.
Right.
So now he being on this Keytruda, he really can't get the flu shot. He can't because what it is, because the Keytruda, what it does is it seeks out things and it unhides things from the cancer cells from the body and goes and attacks it. So anything that comes out or, he gets put into his body, they can think it's a foreign substance that is what they're supposed to attack. So it's really kind of iffy. If they, his doctor said, well, if you need to get it for work, you can get it, but who knows what can happen. He's been pretty good, knock on wood, so far, and he's not willing to kind of test the waters. So, and there's one hospital, it's a pretty big hospital in this area, that they just said, well, you didn't get your flu shot, you didn't get this, you didn't get this, so you can't be cleared. And he's like, and he told him, I said, you just tell him what you're going through, and I'm sure there's a medical waiver. So he said that there is, but it's too much to jump through the hoops because his company is based out of Germany. So to try to get to somebody in certain departments, they actually outsource to Poland. So for him to be able to call, it's really far, time difference. Big
Right,
difference.
yeah, probably a good 7 or 8 hours, I would think, yeah.
Yeah, so, and end of the year, he's always busy, and he wound up not being able to take all of his vacation, believe it or not, this year. So he lost, 11 hours.
That would make me crazy.
Yeah, well, he was out for 6 weeks after the brain surgery, so... and then when he got back to work, he went slow, and the last thing on his mind was actually coming back home and hanging out with me for another couple of weeks.
It's always the first thing on my mind.
So, but he's okay. I appreciate you asking, but he's doing okay. He's, he's getting, I'm sure you both know, he's getting tired of all the doctor appointments.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, one more doctor appointment. He's very henny penny, the sky is falling. So I sit here and I have to be like, okay, I listen. And then finally I think I lost it. And I was like, okay, the alternative is you're not here.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So, take the doctor appointments, do what you got to do.
Yes.
And, if you get to live on the rest of your life, then this is just a blip on the radar.
Yeah.
That's what I used to say when I was sick. I was really, I was only really sick with cancer for 8 or 9 months. So in the grand scheme of things, that's really a very small amount of time in your lifetime. So. That always helped me kind of keep it in perspective a little bit.
Well, if they would just unlock the cure and let everybody have the cure that they do have, it would be a different story.
Well,
but that would upset Big Pharma. We wouldn't want to do that.
There's a lot of money lost that way. Yeah,
there is a lot of money to be made in cancer.
Yeah,
that is for sure. But
I'm a firm believer that they know how to cure a lot.
Oh, I agree. I'm with
you.
you.
Don't cure.
Yes, I agree.
Firm believer in that.
Yeah.
Well, and this whole Keytruda is so new. Still, like the instead of doing chemotherapy, it's the immune therapy, which it boosts your immune system instead of killing it. So,
right. Oh yeah, but a lot of times people are dying from the chemo, not necessarily the cancer.
Right. So, but he's doing all right. He's hanging in there. I mean, and that's what I told him. I mean, you have to understand. We found out March 7th that he had a brain tumor. So here we are, January. It's not even been a year, and he'll be done in June.
Okay. Yeah.
So, he had surgery in May. So we had great doctors. We were able to find we have a great team, very well respected in the area, and they're all within the same group, which is nice because they each can share the files instead of having to repeat everything, like had this go. They just can go into his portal and see everything. So, but he's doing all right. The hospitals aren't too crazy at the moment right now, but the end of the year it is crazy. So
yeah, sure.
The ventilators and balloon pumps and stuff like that. So, but, he has training this week, so he'll be gone in Houston. But we're getting a cold front. We're like 33 degrees right now.
Damn.
Really? That's
we're getting a cold snap here too.
Yeah, that's around the same temperature. We actually have a little snow out there this morning. But
we're supposed to get snow on Thursday.
Wow. Yeah, you guys must be freaking out down there.
Besides the New Yorkers that may have transplanted there, they know about that stuff.
Right.
But the locals that grew up there, they can't freaking drive in any horrific weather. Snow, ice,
no.
they can't drive.
Really?
They cannot. They just can't.
Well, we get a lot of black ice because it freezes on the ground. It'll instead of being snow, sometimes it'll just be rain because it's too warm.
Yeah.
But the ground's really cold.
And
then we get and then you can't drive. I mean, I would much rather have snow, to be honest with you, than having the black ice because it is bad.
All
it
your
is
roads
really
there are
bad.
concrete. they're all concrete by you.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that right?
Oh
Really?
yeah, because it gets too
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
It gets too hot in the.
Yeah, you can't have asphalt. It melts when
So
we get
nice.
to 105.
Concrete is. So yeah,
So-
you can't drive.
So when is he going to Houston?
He goes to Houston Tuesday, I think, and he comes back on Friday.
You'll be all right. You know.
Oh, sure. It's just me and Zach. I actually I don't have. I took this week off. I have no clients this week, which is nice.
Wow.
So
what are you doing all
I gave
week?
myself. Yeah, I'm my own boss.
She can
So
do whatever she
if
wants.
I don't want to do someone's hair, I no.
Yeah, but
So I gave myself a week off.
Yeah, but what are you going to do all week?
I'm going to sit on my ass. That's what I'm going to do all week. I've been busting my ass the whole holiday. So,
Whatever she
Hanukkah was like on Christmas night.
Yeah.
So it was a little nuts around here. And my house is all decorated, like completely from top to bottom. So I have for a Jewish girl, I have 5 Christmas trees in my house.
5 Christmas trees?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Wow.
I can't picture them all being 6-foot trees.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
picturing.
I have the big one in the main foyer.
Well, we're talking about the trees.
Yeah. Well, you're such a punk. I have the main one, and then I have a 6-foot pencil cashmere in the dining room, which is our memory tree. I have one on the staircase on the landing before you go all the way upstairs. That is, people wind up getting me Hanukkah ornaments, which I have a problem putting on the Christmas tree. I don't know why. I just feel like my grandmother's looking down on me and just shaking her head at me. So I got a separate tree for all my Hanukkah ornaments, and because my nickname was Tinkerbell, and I love Tinkerbell, so everybody gets me a Tinkerbell ornament. So I have a Tinkerbell Jewish Hanukkah bush on the landing. And Zach has a memory tree in his game room, and then he has his big tree as well. So there's 5 trees in my house.
Carol, I think your Jewish card's gonna have to be revoked.
Oh, they took it years ago.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like,
Yeah, I've been revoked many, many years, and it's okay.
Holy moly! So yeah,
I
you're
got a
not
big
kidding.
house.
Yeah, there's a lot of work going on. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's I'm the one that decorates it. I put it up. I take it all down. It takes a couple of days, and I collect snowmen. So that's another thing. Everybody gets. Like I started out with a few, and now they are all over the house. It's like snowmen threw up all over my house. It is kind of actually pretty obnoxious. So when people come over, they are like, "Oh my God, they're so many." But
So you're using this time to clean up, or you already cleaned up and now
I
you're
did. Nope. Done. When I get going, I want it done. I still have the trees up because it's so cold to go in the attic. Mike's like, I'm not bringing, so the trees are naked.
Wow. Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah. So I just have the trees kind of lingering. But, it was 64 degrees the other day on Friday, and I told Mike, I said, you better get out there and you better take all the stuff down. So the blow-ups, all the lights and everything else. So, yes. And he does one tree in the middle, in the front of our house. He does it blue and white so that it represents my Hanukkah.
Very nice. So, a lot of work. After all this work, you deserve a nice chocolate box.
Yeah, I deserve it. Listen, I don't even eat it. It's so funny. I go to Buc-ee's. I don't eat anything there.
Really?
Even the brisket?
No, I don't. I first of all, I'm gluten free.
Okay.
So, and I don't. My body doesn't react well to smoked meat.
Oh, okay.
The carcinogens in it gives me a headache. So I don't. But there's a couple of things like I'll get that are gluten free, but it's not. I don't have a big sweet tooth. So when I go, it's really for, you should see the look on people's faces when I come up with all of the Buc-ee's, because I'll take an entire box off the shelf for for Tony of the chocolate and peanut butter. The whole box. That is the display box.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're really nice and they let me, and they look at me like, holy shit, and I always have to say, I'm mailing them to New York. They're not from us. And they're like, wow, they really must like Buc-ee's. I'm like, yeah, well, until you open up one there, this is my job.
Yeah.
Well, and they must understand that. I mean, everybody loves that place.
Yeah. There are so many videos of people going through Buc-ee's and I mean, it's crazy. You got to think though, it's like an amusement park. It really is.
It's crazy.
Because you go in, first of all, there's over 100 gas pumps at each one.
That's insane.
Oh,
over 100.
Holy crap! I didn't know that.
I heard that. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And they don't allow semis, so there's no trucks. And when you were talking about the campers and stuff like that, because they do allow campers to come on site, and they have larger parking areas towards the back of the building.
Okay.
So and they're open 24 hours. So anytime, and they have the cleanest bathrooms you will ever see.
Well, that's a plus.
Yeah, man.
Usually gas station bathrooms.
This place is perfection, man.
Looks like a murder scene.
It is. It really is. And it's just amusing because someone posted, somebody I follow posted from Atlanta that they actually had Hanukkah stuff in the Buc-ee's. And they said, go to Buc-ee's and support so that we know that, they're showing their allegiance to the Jewish people, which is nice, especially during this time. So I said to the boys, okay, let's go. We're going to Buc-ee's because I got to go find out if, ours in Fort Worth has any Hanukkah stuff. And lo and behold, they did. They had a little one and it was mixed in with the nativity stuff. I was like, oh, maybe you got to work on your placement.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. There's so few of you down there that the employees didn't even know what that was. They just mixed it in with all the nativity stuff.
Well, we just said she's not.
Well, you can look at it. They're putting it with the Jew. So, that's the only way you can.
Well, Jeff's right. It's just another sign that your Jew pass has been revoked. So you just have to stick to the nativity and Christmas stuff.
Yeah. Well, they may have taken my card, but I'm still standing loud and proud. So it's okay.
All right.
It's okay. And it's funny because Jeff, when he gave me his address, I realized he lives right near where my ex-husband used to live.
Around the corner.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that before we went on the air. Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is very interesting.
He was on Spindle, right down at the end.
Yeah, like Mike Rose was on Spindle, and he was on Rover. So.
Yeah. Right.
He was.
Okay.
Yep. So, and he just came down and graced himself for one day to spend with his son. So, wasn't that special?
What one day, huh?
One day.
And when was the last time you saw him before that?
September.
Wow. Well, thanks for fitting in the one day.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's the guy. So, which is why I have the divorce papers.
Well, and again, another reason why Mike is awesome because I know he treats him like his own.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is definitely nature versus nurture in this house. Because Zach is so much like Mike. It's kind of scary, but he's been in his life since he's 3. So
right, yeah.
But yeah, having a 30-year-old, when you start saying like, oh my God, Sammy's going to be what, 20,
26,
27?
Yeah. She'll be 26 in March.
Yeah. So mine's turning 30 this year.
Crazy,
so,
man.
And I think I'm having a midlife crisis with it going, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to have a 30-year-old. And then I go, oh my God, I can't believe he's fucking still living in my house. I have, you hear friends that go, oh, when they're like, oh, we're empty nesters and everything else. And they go, I'd give my left tit to be an empty nester, so don't bitch about it.
Would you really? Seriously?
Oh yeah.
I am going to be weeping like a baby when I'm an empty nester. I have no doubt about it.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
See, I look at it like I've done my job, and they're independent, and they're well off, and being productive members of society.
Well, yeah, I agree with all that. But I just like being around them. It's really
I
just
do
that.
too.
I know you do. I didn't mean it that way. It's just really just a matter of missing them. It really that's all it is.
Yeah. No, and I agree with that. I agree with that. But I think because we're so involved in their lives too,
yeah,
that and you worry about them because of the way the world is and taking advantage or mistreating or things like that. We're so protective.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
But for me, it's like it's still my hope and that eventually, he will be able to be on his own. I mean, that's what we strive for. We always want better for our kids.
Of course,
we want them to have more than we ever had. And that's what being a parent's all about. So you just got to keep going and you keep plugging along, and hope for the best. Really, that's my wish. It's like Temple Grandin always has a book called The Loving Push.
Right.
So, as difficult as it is to raise a child on the spectrum, we still got to push them out of their comfort zone sometimes so that it exposes them to be in situations that they never thought they'd be in and be able to handle things. So
yeah, that I think I've told the story here before. But there was a woman I met in a doctor's office. This is probably almost 10 years ago at this point. I don't know. I remember how we got into it, but we started talking about. She has a daughter that was on the spectrum. She said when her daughter turned 27, she put her in a group home, and she said it was the worst day of her life, the day that her daughter moved out. And she said the same thing. She wept and wept and wept. But she said, I don't want to be in that position, or I don't want to put my daughter in a position where if she, when she dies, her daughter has to deal with her mother dying and then having to move into a home with all these strangers and get used to life without her mom and used to this new routine all in one shot. So her mother thought, all right, she's getting older. Let me put her. She said it was, again, the worst day of her life, but it was the best thing she ever did. She said her daughter loves this group home, has her friends there, and it is thriving. And yeah, she said it was the best thing that she did. So yeah, which I totally understand. And sometimes I'm thinking about that. Should I start looking? I brought it up to my daughter a year, because she always talks about she's always striving to be independent. And once in a while she'll say things, but one day I'll live by myself and I don't have to listen to you, whatever she says. Oh yeah, and then so
go for Sammy.
Oh, absolutely. So I guess it was about a year or so ago. I did say something about possibly starting to look into it, and yeah, I guess that reality sunk in. She said, "No, I'm not ready." I said, "Okay, all right."
Did you ever watch on I forget if it's Netflix or whatever, Love on the Spectrum?
I think I did watch that one.
You, Carol, did you ever see that?
What, Love on the Spectrum?
Yeah, I think it's Netflix. I forget.
Yes. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
My wife and I watch that whenever it comes on. It's just it's awesome watching, how they're developed and they want love. And that's all they want.
They want the same things that we want.
But
they just want to be accepted.
And some of it's like a touching moment. I'm a big wuss. My wife will be like, she'll look at me like this, and if she sees like the eyes water, she's like, "You guys, would you cut it out?" I'm fine.
I cry all the time too.
Oh,
when
me
I
too.
see it. Yeah, I'm like a big baby. So
well, I watched that movie Peanut Butter Falcon. Man, I think I was crying pretty much the whole movie. In fact, what did I just
that's
watch?
a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one too.
We just watched one. Oh shit, what was it called? Oh, it was about a girl who can't really speak, and then she got some contraption that helped her communicate better. Oh, what the hell was the name of that movie? It was
Carly Pierce. Was it about Carly Pierce? She's a big one that was. I think they did a movie on.
Maybe. I'll have to look it up. I don't remember now, but the movie was a little corny, but it was based on a true story. So yeah, I think we were 20 minutes in, and I was already crying. I'm like, oh, fuck, this is going to be a long hour and a half.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it does. It gets you because you see for your kids, like
Right.
you always you want more, you want better, and you just want the world to be a safer place for them to be able to live.
Yep.
But
Spot on.
That's what our job is. It's like they're unfortunately they didn't grow up in the era we grew up in, where we were just set out out on our own and had to figure out everything. So.
Yeah, but but I also remember,
it's a different world.
Yeah, but I also remember the
different.
the special ed kids had their own hallway. We didn't even see them.
Yeah.
Where I'm glad that's changed.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah.
Oops, sorry.
I mean, you saw them if you noticed them. See, my girlfriend, who I grew up across the street from, Laura, her sister was actually in the special ed. So, I knew. I think I was more exposed to it because she was there.
Yeah.
So I would specifically reach out for those kids. But I'm an empath, so I'm a total empath. So and I can feel in a room, like if someone's not feeling well or if someone's down, I will gravitate towards that person. I will try to take on their own pain. It's really it's very difficult to do that because that's how, being raised and, having to take care of my own parent, while I was raising myself. So, and that's the way I am with everybody. That's why I was an advocate for so long, and it took its toll on me because I would feel exactly what the parents felt and get so emotionally involved that it wore me out. So it's just too much after a while. So, but it definitely, so, I mean, we had Zach, I had asked him if he wanted to watch Love on the Spectrum, and he was like, no, I'm good. And I guess he was visiting his other parental this summer, and they made him watch one episode of Love on the Spectrum, made him. And so then they asked, well, you want to watch another? And Zach said, nope, I'm good.
I'm still laughing at the other parental. That was good.
Oh.
Very nice.
Now that shall be nameless,
Yep, I hear you. I hear you.
But it's okay. But I don't want to take up your show. I just wanted to wish you guys a happy new year.
Thank you very much for checking in.
I'm very grateful for both of you, and I hope that it's a happy and healthy year for both of you.
Indeed.
And may 2025 be a good one for everyone.
It's
absolutely,
gonna be, without a doubt.
We'll definitely, this time next year we'll be talking about how all that stuff is behind you guys and Jeff and all of us. So thanks for checking in. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Carol.
Happy New Year, guys.
Talk
Love
to you
you,
soon.
and just take care of yourself. Okay.
You too, baby.
Okay. Bye.
See you. All right, Carol Miner checking in. That was great as always.
Looks like we have an answer to your movie.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. I saw it. From sometimes before you get a box of chocolates, you need to Tinkerbell. That's funny. And it is a trip when your child is 35. My baby daughter will be 35 on Groundhog's Day. Where does the time go? Wow. How many kids do you have, Ann? Brennan Crash Burt, I'm with Tony. I get sad every time she learns anything that will make me less necessary.
Yeah, true. Right?
So Mary says she thinks the movie is out of my mind. I don't. That doesn't ring a bell. That doesn't ring a bell.
I don't know.
You know what? Let me see. Out of. You know what? That might be it. Actually, now that I think about it, out of my mind. Movie. Let's see. Yeah, she's right. That is it.
Mary knows her shit. She's telling you.
Oh yeah, there's no
She's
messing
good.
around. She's great. What?
So we got to get back to the Roach story.
Yeah, okay. So the movie's called Out of My Mind. Great movie. A little corny, but
I want to
still.
see. I never seen Peanut Butter Falcon. I have to watch
Oh, Peanut Butter Falcon was fantastic.
I have to watch that.
If nothing else, though, for Out of My Mind, the girl who plays the main character, her performance should be an award-winning thing. Yeah, the movie was so, but still had some heavy moments. But the girl's performance was fantastic. So Roach. So I felt bad, and I did explain it on Friday's show. because I showed the picture. You met Roach. He's one of the best comedians going. He's a Long Island guy, but
nice guy.
Really a hell of a nice guy, sweetheart of a guy, and just funny to hang with. Just one of the best comedians, whether we're talking Long Island or just the whole country. He's just great. Starred in the Kevin James sitcom Kevin Can Wait. Still now opens for Kevin when Kevin does stand-up appearances. Just a great dude. So Jeff, coming in here and becoming our Monday guy, that was one of the people like towards the top of your list that you would wanted to see come in here and join us.
Yeah, hang with us. Yeah.
So, which we both tried to do and didn't really have any success.
He read my text.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about you, Chris. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a busy dude. He didn't get back.
So he played the club this past Saturday. And I don't know what the deal was. I think this was kind of like a late edition thing. Like whenever I check the website to see who's coming, like I didn't even see him until on the website till maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even Thursday. I forget. But sure enough, Thursday around, I think it was just a little before midnight, I get a text and he's like, "Hey, I'm playing the club this weekend." I'm like, "Yeah, I saw. How about I zoom in and we'll promote the show." My first thought was like, "Fuck." I can't say no. Wait till Monday because the show was
the show was the next day. Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I scheduled it. I set up the Zoom. So Friday morning I was thinking like it's 7:30. I'm like, do I wake him up? Do I? And I'm like, it's his birthday. Hopefully he's sleeping in. Hopefully he's starting the day off right. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
Waking up is the right way.
So I waited till 9. And that's when I texted you and said, he's going to be on. If you feel, I know it's your birthday. I'm sure you're busy. I'm sorry it's last minute, but if you want to come in, and you couldn't make it, I felt bad. So we did the interview. He zoomed in at noon. We had a great time, but because I felt bad, so you got to go back and watch because I think it's towards the end. Might be if you're scrolling through it, just look for the part where I show that picture. Because he looked at it and he's like, "Yeah, I remember that guy." And it took him a second, but he's like, "Yeah." But because it was your birthday, he wished you a happy birthday.
Oh,
so you got to go back and check that out.
Yes, that was on the mention. Tell him that was on the way to Billy Joel concert.
I couldn't remember where you guys are going.
Okay.
I thought it might have been a Ranger game. But actually, I think I asked you. You said
never
no.
go to a Ranger game unless the Islanders were playing them.
Chris is a big diehard Ranger fan.
I know he's a big Ranger fan.
Yes,
I did break his chops about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember where you guys were going, but he did remember that night, and he did know that you guys have been Facebook friends since.
And if I don't know if it's in that picture or one of the other ones, his buddy edited the picture.
This is, I think, the original. Yeah, it says Penn Station on the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
His buddy that he was with edited that picture and put Ron Konkamo above it.
Which is really funny. Which is great.
Yeah.
And he had a great show here Saturday. I was here. He had a great set. The Giggle Room was packed. They had the Insurrection show where they were celebrating the anniversary of the insurrection, and it was a bunch of right, comedians who lean right on the show, and it was a great show. George Gallo killed. Mike Keegan had a great set. They had a Donald Trump impersonator hosting the show. It was kind of funny. It was a good weekend. Ann says my son is 40 years old. She has a son and a daughter. Her son is 40. And she bought him a Cybertruck. Oh, wow. Fremder, sometimes I fill my blow-up doll with helium and play hard to get. But, oh, goodness. All right. Fremder's definitely back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, he's back.
All right. It is time to get out of here. We have, I believe, Treading Water at 1 o'clock. You never know with these guys. Treading Water at 1 o'clock. Stand-Up Memories at 6. Steve Square at 6:30. Let Them Cook at 8 o'clock. So we got a lot going on here today. Tomorrow morning, of course, Coffee with the Dog at 9. Diane returns tomorrow. It'll be me and Diane tomorrow with some Tuesday trivia. Oh, and I think it's been a while, so we're excited. I think Joe Carletto might be joining us tomorrow. Joe Carletto is one of the owners of Governors.
Oh, okay.
And he once in a while comes in here, and he's a popular guest. He's a very funny guy, and he enjoys Tuesday trivia. So I think he's coming in tomorrow. So it was funny. Joe reached out to me last week, and once in a while, if this place gets used a lot for films, you know, people that are filming movies. So sometimes they'll ask me to kind of like babysit. You know, can you let them in? Can you hang out?
Right.
So he reached out to me last week. I think it was Thursday. He goes, "You around Tuesday? You in the studio?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Can you babysit?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do it." He goes, "Yeah, Deb Markowitz is, shooting another film." I was like, "Deb Markowitz?" He goes, "Yeah, that's who my son works for." So I went to Zach. I go, "So you guys shooting in Governor's Tuesday?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Son of a bitch." So I got to babysit my son tomorrow. So I'll be in here. I'll be in here tomorrow morning at 7:30.
Oof.
And then, then we have Coffee with the Dog. We got me and Diane at 11. We got Sports Bash tomorrow at 1. We got Beery at 7 tomorrow. Then we got Hershey and the Keegs at 9. So I'll be here from 7:30 until 10:30 tomorrow night.
God.
So that's my day tomorrow.
And
So
I'll be back with you Friday.
Yeah, you
Quite
definitely.
possibly.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah, I'll see what's going on.
So that'll be fun. Yeah, me and Diane tomorrow. We're not here Wednesday because I have a dentist appointment that I don't know. I just couldn't get in any other time. So this was.
You not be here when? When'd you say?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh, well, that's the day you canceled that the other person got upset about.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Then Thursday, Frank will be here. We have musical guest, a gentleman by the name of Wes Houston. And then, Friday, we have GD at noon. Tyler will be here and Jeff will be here. So that'll be a fun day.
Sounds good.
All right. And, of course, don't forget Governors. What do we got? Do I have? Okay, yeah. Let's see. Governors, we got some great shows coming up. This weekend, Vic DiBitetto. The club announced that they got some more Rodea dates at the brokerage for next week. Adam Ferrara is playing the club next week. J.P. Sears is at the brokerage next week as well. Lots of great stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we mentioned Anthony.
Is Adam here or the brokerage?
Adam is here at Governor's Friday and Saturday next week, not this coming Friday.
I have to come to. He's a good dude.
He's
awesome. Funny, and I hung with him after a show one time because Joe
tell me that
was driving the limo for him that night.
Right.
Yeah.
He
was a cool dude to hang out.
He's coming here several times. In fact, I just saw him a couple weeks ago. He was here. They're actually filming his shows here for a special.
Oh yeah.
So he was here, to plan everything out. But, great guy. This Friday, in the Giga Room, we got Terry McNeely and Lou Pratt and a bunch of great comedians. This Saturday in the Giga Room, Tangy and Friends comedy show. Good luck to them. My apologies. I have no idea who that is. Who else? Don't forget I think all the Louis C.K. dates have been sold out, I think. He's playing all three clubs. Sometime in February.
Another goodie.
And once again, don't forget, January 24th, Ron and GD and Steven and myself, the guys from Coffee with the Dog, all of them except the dog. That's January 24th. That'll be fun. So come join us for a fun night of comedy. Again, don't forget this Friday, Blockhead TV. Come join me and Seconds Out, playing some tunes. Let's see. All right, Ann and John are still flirting. Thank you, Tony and friends. Love spending my mornings with you. Have a great day. You too, Ann. Appreciate it.
Glad to have you here, Ann.
Absolutely.
All
right, that'll do
everybody here.
We are out of here. Treading Water, 1 o'clock. Come join us. Thank you, pal. We'll see you Friday.
Thank you for letting me hang out.
Absolutely.
Good time.
All right.
Good time.
We will we'll see you guys later. See ya.